Now we're going to start to learn about algebra. Algebra is when we start to let variables represent numbers that we don't know. We're going to begin by learning about like terms. First, what I want to do is sort this page of different balls. I want to put all of the basketballs into one pile, and I'm going to put all of the baseballs into another pile, and I'm going to put the footballs in a different pile, and the one volleyball that's all by itself in a different pile. Now I'm going to pause this to save time. Now that I have this sorted, I can easily describe what I have here. I have 9 basketballs and 8 baseballs and 4 footballs and 1 volleyball. I could make that into a sentence. If I was in a hurry and I didn't want to write all of this out, I might pick variables to represent the different types of balls. So I might use K to represent the basketballs. So I have 9 basketballs. I'm going to use a plus sign for and. I'm going to use a B for baseballs. And I have 8 baseballs. And 4, I'm going to use an F for footballs. And 1 volleyball. So I just changed that English into a math expression. We can sort these as well. I'm going to put the apples into one pile, the bananas into another pile, the oranges into another pile. I have a pumpkin, that'll be down in another pile, watermelon, and strawberries. Now that I have that sorted, I can see that I have 4 apples and 5 bananas and 1 watermelon and 4 oranges and 2 strawberries and 1 pumpkin. And again, I could use variables to represent those if I was in a hurry. I noticed a mistake in my counting when I was making my math expression that I only have 3 oranges. So I could write this as an expression saying that I have 4A plus 5B plus 1W plus 3O plus 2S plus 1P. So I have 6 different fruits, and I'm using a different variable to represent each one. We can also sort letters. So I can put all of my A's together and all of my B's together and my C's, my D's, and my E's. Now that I have them all sorted, I can say that I have 5 A's and 7 B's and 4 C's and 4 D's and 1 E. Now I can't put those together because those are all different. So I have made a mathematical expression stating what I have. Let's sort another one. This time, I can put all of my X's in one pile. My XY's are different, so they will go into another pile. My YX's, X times Y and Y times X means the same thing, so I'm going to put those into the same pile. And I'm going to pause just to save time. If you're confused about why I was able to put the XY's with the YX's, Think about the fact that when we put two things together like this, it means that they are multiplied together. And when you multiply two things together, the order doesn't matter. If you do 2 times 3, you get 6. Or if you do 3 times 2, you get 6. So these xy's and yx's are all the same thing. So now to make an expression to summarize what I have 9 x's and 10 xy's, which are the same thing as the yx's. So I've made a mathematical expression to summarize what I have. Let's try another one. This time, it's important that we keep the x's separated from the x squareds, and the 2's are different also. So I'm going to put all of my 2's into one pile, my x's into another pile, and my x squareds into another pile. And I'm going to pause this while I move them all around to save time. Now I can see that I have 6 2's. This is how I write 6 2's, and I have 8 x's, and I have 8 x squareds, and I just need to make that a squared. And now I have an expression to summarize everything that I have. I could also write that 6 times 2 as 12. See if you can sort this one. Pause the video and come back and see if you have the same thing that I have. Here they are, all sorted. Now what I'm going to do is add up how many x's I have. 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9 is 26 x's. I have only one z. I have, this is 1y, even though it doesn't say that. There's 1y plus 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 8 gives me 20 y's. Oops. And over here, 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 4 is 21. Now, if I just put plus signs in between all those, I have gathered or collected all of my like terms together. All right, we're ready now for a definition. You should write this down in your notebook. A like term are terms that have the same variables with the same exponent. So, for example, 2x is a like term with 5x, or just x, because that would be 1x. Unlike terms are terms that are different. They don't have the same variable and the same exponents. So, for example, 2x is not the same, or is not a like term with 5y or 7. Those are all unlike terms.